Imagine for a moment that you are in a quiet room, alone with your thoughts, whispering your deepest desires, your fears, your pleas for guidance. You pray, you hope, yet you feel nothing. No sign, no comfort, no answer. Just silence. It's a question that has haunted countless souls for centuries. Is God really listening? What if I told you that there are clear, unmistakable signs that your prayers are being heard, even if you can't feel it in the moment? Signs that show that the divine presence is aware of every word, every longing, and every heartfelt cry you release into the universe. Today, we will explore 3 profound signs revealed by Saint Faustina, signs that confirm God is listening to your prayers, even when your heart doubts it. Before we dive deeper into this journey, make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications, because the insights you are about to discover could transform the way you pray, the way you perceive faith, and the way you connect with God's mercy. We live in a world full of distractions, noise, and endless responsibilities. It's easy to feel ignored, abandoned, or unseen. When we pray, we hope for a response, a reassurance that our voices matter. But what if the answer doesn't come in a way we expect? What if the signs are subtle, hidden, yet undeniable for those who know how to recognize them? Saint Faustina, a soul deeply connected to divine revelations, taught that God communicates with us in ways that transcend human understanding. Even when the heart feels empty, even when doubt creeps in, there are 3 signs that confirm your prayers are reaching the heavens. These signs are not always dramatic. They are not always loud. Sometimes, they are as gentle as a whisper in your heart, a sudden clarity in your mind, or an unexpected moment of peace in your day. Recognizing them requires patience, faith, and a willingness to see beyond the surface. In the next few minutes, you will uncover each of these signs. By the end of this video, you will not only understand how God listens, but also how to attune yourself to these divine messages that have the power to transform your life. So, if you have ever doubted whether your prayers are heard, stay with us until the very end. And remember, subscribe now, because every insight shared here is meant to guide you closer to the divine mercy that surrounds us all. Let's begin by exploring the first sign, a sign that is often overlooked but powerful enough to reassure even the most anxious heart that God is listening. The first sign that your prayers are being heard is something subtle, yet profoundly powerful: an unexpected sense of peace. Imagine you've been carrying a heavy burden for days, weeks, or even months. Anxiety twists your thoughts, fear clouds your mind, and despair seems endless. You pour your heart out in prayer, asking for guidance, relief, or clarity, and yet the world continues as usual. Then, suddenly, in the middle of your day, you feel it. A gentle calm washes over you, as if a weight you didn't realize you were carrying has been lifted. Your mind clears, your heart feels lighter, and for a fleeting moment, the chaos around you seems distant. This peace is not random. It is a divine confirmation, a signal from God that your prayers have not fallen on deaf ears. Saint Faustina teaches that even when we cannot see the results immediately, God works quietly in our lives. This peace is His answer, a reassurance that He is listening, guiding, and providing. You may notice it in small, almost imperceptible ways. A sudden clarity about a difficult decision, a sense of courage when facing an overwhelming situation, a feeling of calm that arrives even amidst turmoil. These moments are not coincidences. They are God's subtle communication, gently affirming that your prayers are heard and your intentions are acknowledged. It's important to recognize this sign and hold on to it. In a world that constantly demands our attention, these fleeting moments of divine calm are reminders that our prayers carry weight. They are not ignored. They are shaping events, guiding decisions, and touching the hearts of those around us in ways we may never fully understand. Take a moment to reflect. Have you ever experienced this sudden calm after a period of worry or stress? Perhaps it came as an unexpected solution to a problem, an answer that arrived just in time, or a comforting thought that seemed to appear from nowhere. These are not mere coincidences. They are whispers from the divine, affirming that your prayers are alive in God's hands. Now, as we prepare to explore the second sign, keep this in mind. The peace you experience is more than a feeling. It is a divine signal, a bridge between your heart and God's infinite mercy. Recognizing it requires mindfulness, gratitude, and the awareness that the divine often works in quiet, unseen ways. Before we move forward, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. The next signs you'll discover are even more profound, offering undeniable proof that your prayers reach heaven, even when it seems impossible. The second sign is one that touches not just your heart, but your life in tangible ways. An unmistakable answer that cannot be ignored. The second sign that God is listening to your prayers is something that can feel miraculous. Answers that come in unexpected ways. Often, when we pray, we have a specific outcome in mind. We ask for a solution, a change, or relief, and we imagine it will appear exactly as we hope. But God's wisdom surpasses human understanding. The answer may arrive, not in the way you expected, but in a form that perfectly meets your true needs. Picture this. You have been praying for guidance about a major life decision. You hope for a clear sign, a confirmation, a path laid before you. Days pass. Nothing seems to happen. And then, suddenly a conversation, a coincidence, or a new opportunity appears. You may think it's chance, luck, or timing, but deep inside you sense it is something more. Saint Faustina's teachings remind us that God often answers prayers through subtle events, which may feel ordinary to the world, but extraordinary to the heart that prays. These answers may come as advice from a friend you least expect, may appear as a situation opening or closing doors at the perfect moment, may reveal itself as insight, intuition, or a sudden clarity in your mind. These moments are not random. They are divine orchestration, proof that your prayers are reaching heaven, even when you don't feel immediate results. Recognizing them requires attentiveness and faith. Ask yourself, have you ever noticed a solution appearing in a way that surprised you, perhaps even seeming impossible at first? Perhaps it was a small detail that shifted everything, a text message, an email, or an encounter that changed your perspective. These are God's answers, tailored to your life in ways you may not immediately understand. The beauty of this sign is that it demonstrates a personal relationship between you and the divine. God is listening, not as a distant observer, but as an intimate guide, shaping the events around you to respond to your prayers, even when you doubt or feel unseen. As we move to the third and final sign, keep in mind this truth. God's answers may not align with your expectations, but they are always aligned with your higher good. The third sign is perhaps the most profound, touching not only your circumstances, but your spirit itself. Before we continue, if you haven't yet, subscribe to this channel. You won't want to miss the third sign. It's a revelation that can change the way you perceive prayer, faith, and God's presence in your life forever. The third sign is subtle, yet undeniable, and it proves that your prayers never go unheard. The third sign that God is hearing your prayers is the most subtle, yet the most powerful, a transformation within your heart and spirit. Unlike peace or unexpected answers, this sign does not appear outside you. Instead, it unfolds quietly, shaping your thoughts, your reactions, and even the way you perceive life. You may notice a growing patience in situations that once frustrated you, a renewed ability to forgive, even when it seems impossible, a sense of hope that remains steady, even in uncertainty. This inner transformation is God's way of showing that your prayers are not only heard, they are guiding a change in your very being. Saint Faustina emphasizes that prayer is not just about asking for solutions or comfort. It is about opening your soul to divine influence. You may not notice the changes immediately. Sometimes they appear as small, almost invisible shifts in your heart or behavior. But over time, you realize that your perspective has changed, your anxiety has eased, and your trust in God has deepened. This is why it is crucial to recognize the signs of answered prayer, even when they are not dramatic. The first two signs, peace and unexpected answers, prepare the way. The third sign, the inner transformation, confirms it. Your prayers are alive, working quietly, reshaping your life in ways you might not see, but that are undeniably real. And now, as we prepare for the final part, you will see how these three signs come together to create undeniable proof that God is listening, even when you cannot feel it. Before we continue, take a deep breath. Reflect on the moments of peace, the answers you've received, and the subtle changes in your heart. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications, because the insights in the final part can change the way you see prayer forever. Now, we arrive at the final part of our journey, a moment to bring everything together. We have explored the three clear signs that God is listening to your prayers, even when you cannot feel it. Unexpected peace, a quiet calm that settles in your heart, reassuring you that God is present. Unexpected answers, solutions, guidance, or clarity that appear in ways you never imagined. Inner transformation, subtle, profound changes in your heart and mind, evidence that your prayers are shaping not only your life, but your very being. These signs, taken together, form a divine pattern. They reveal that your prayers are not lost, forgotten, or ignored. God is always listening, always responding, and always guiding. Even when the answers are not obvious, even when silence seems overwhelming, the evidence is there for those who have eyes to see, hearts to feel, and faith to trust. Consider this. Every whispered hope, every tearful plea, every prayer offered in faith is reaching heaven. It is being heard. It is making a difference, not only in the circumstances around you, but within your own soul. If you have found this video meaningful, inspiring, or comforting, take a moment now to subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications so you never miss insights that can deepen your faith, strengthen your spiritual connection, and guide you through life's challenges with divine guidance. Remember, even if you cannot feel it in this moment, God is listening. Look for the signs, the peace, the answers, and the transformation. Trust in them and allow them to guide your journey. Thank you for watching. May your heart remain open, your faith unwavering, and your prayers always find their way to the divine. And don't forget, subscribe now for more insights, revelations, and spiritual guidance that can change your life forever.